Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a second round FA Cup tie with a chance to go and play one of the big boys in round 3. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 92 of From the Bottom to the Top as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you 2 games. First up, an FA Cup second round tie against Sheffield Wednesday. It seems to have been a long time in coming. And then we have a League One match day 20 against Ipswich Town at Portman Road. So they are the 2 matches. We've played 1 game since you were last with us. We'll find out what went on in that game in just a moment. But just to say, if you do enjoy today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of what we're doing here. Let me know what you'd like to see me do in the interim period between now and FM25. As we know, it has been delayed, and more about that. I did stick a video out. More to do, because I didn't want to go into great detail about why FM25's been delayed. It's been delayed because the game basically isn't ready. But we did talk about what we would do on the channel. So go back and have a look at that. If there's any ideas that get the old saliva running, then leave a comment down below. Let me know. And we'll see what we can do. In due course, we have some more shirt videos coming up very shortly, as we've had a delivery. Thank you very much. You won't know the pickle that's gone on to get today's episode recorded. We've had 3 tripped power. Something's obviously been tripping the electric, and then the internet wouldn't work, so we couldn't connect all the bits and pieces to get this all working and dandy. So hopefully it's sorted itself. Touching wood here. I think it's wood. It's not plastic, is it? Touching wood that nothing else goes wrong during this episode, including winning the 2 games that we've got for you on the episode today. Right, with that all said and done, don't forget you can follow everything that's going on this channel by following me on X at JustOffsideFM. Right, let's get into it then. We've got 1 game that we've played since you were last with us, and I think we left us in the last episode. We got past Chesterfield in the FA Cup first round replay, 3-2 win against them. It was Glory Nzingo getting the winner on 85 minutes, and then we played Notts County, Matthew Whittingham after 6 and Zingo after 47, one either side of half time. They got a consolation goal. Didn't really matter, but we got past Notts County, and then we played Chesterfield again. We went back to the stadium. It's the SMH Group Stadium, and this time we beat them 2-0. Let's have a look at the stats. 16 shots, 6 on target, 2.26 on the XG, 65% of the possession. They've had 9 shots, 5 on target, 0.75 and 35% of the possession. But it was Wakachu that scored 2 goals in this game, one either side of half time, the first of which came on 35 minutes. G with the ball out to Linton. Linton created a bit of space, swung this in. Wakachu heading it into the back of the net. 35 minutes, 1 up. And then Wakachu from the penalty spot on 60 minutes. And this is how the penalty came about. Patterson to Linton. Linton into the box. Crosses it in. And I think it's Nzingo that's brought down in the penalty area. And that calls the penalty. This was the penalty. Wakachu putting it away. Goalkeeper sort of guessing the right way. But a 2-0 win, a clean sheet. Very good. And you see Wakachu picking up a player of the match. 1 key pass, 2 goals, an 8.2 for him. Other good games for Hull, Virginia. Will Armitage, Billy G, O'Grady Macken, who seems to have sort of settled down into that role on his own in midfield. Josiah Linton picking up 7.8 as well. Ronan Darcy a 7.3. And Yangamang coming on in the right back position. Johnson we moved forward when Darcy came off. because we are a little bit short there with the injury to Holman, of course. And on that basis, Yangamang did very well in the defence. You see the defence, six at the back here, did extremely well in that game. That leaves us in the league looking like this going into today's episode. If we can have a look, get the right league. There we go. We are top 4 points clear now of Oxford United. That is because Oxford United lost their last game. We'll have a look at the games that have gone. They've lost 2 in a row now. Birmingham are in third, breathing down Oxford's necks, as it were. They have played 1 game less than the rest of us, so technically they could move to 2 points behind us if they win that game in hand. They're 4 games unbeaten at the moment. Well, 5 games unbeaten, but 4 straight wins. So they're on a rich vein of form at the moment. Notts County are in 4th place. They have played a game more than the rest of us, 2 games more than Birmingham, 2 more games than Charlton. They are sitting in 4th place on 36 points. Charlton 5th on 33. Exeter City are 6th on 32, but just separated by goal difference from Reading and Walsall, just outside of those playoff places. And Wigan also doing not too badly on 30 points. So any combination of those could do. Very tight at the top there. Down the bottom, Chesterfield still stuck on the bottom. Lost 4 of their last 5. Rotherham are in 23rd on 12. Leyton Orient are 22nd on 13. Ipswich and Burton Albion both on 14 points. Both lost their last 2 games. Mansfield are 6 points clear of Ipswich now. So it's those bottom 5 battling for 4 positions in that drop zone. Somebody needs to hit a bit of form if they are going to survive in there. Mansfield also lost 2 on the trot as well. But they are clear at the moment in 19th. So that's how it all stands as we go into today's games. First up, Sheffield Wednesday. Holman out with that fractured toe. We've played them once, played them back in September. A 1-1 draw on that occasion at the Bob Lucas. Travis Patterson getting the equaliser after Horace Hyland had given Sheffield Wednesday the lead after just 1 minute. Let's hope it's a better result than that today. And here is the side that will face Sheffield Wednesday in this second round FA Cup tie. Virginia is in goal then. Olsen, Garante and Ransom are defensive line. Linton and Agyemang, who's making a start on the right-hand side as the complete wing-back. Lependa is in for Grady Macken in that midfield role. Patterson and Darcy continue as the wide attacking players. Nzingo in behind Wakachu, and then Campbell, Armitage, Johnson, Grady Macken, Whittingham, Peters, Jebison, Byron and George make up the bench. And here we are at the Bob Lucas. Won 4 of our last 5, lost the other one, and playing our new formation with the 3 attackers. They are playing very similar formation, a 4-2-3-1 today. 1-2, lost 2, drawn 1 of their last 5. Nearly 4 minutes on the clock. Agyemang with a throw in. He throws it into Nzinga. Back to Agyemang. Hangs one in there. It's only headed backwards to Patterson. Patterson pulls it back to Lependa. Lependa puts it away for his 3rd goal of the season. And on 5 minutes, I think we take a lead. Oh, boys and girls, this was hung up for him. It was headed on by Norton Cuffey. Patterson waited to see who was there, pulled it back to Lependa. Lependa hits it first time, and it's in the back of the net. Nzingo coming back, retrieving that ball. 15 minutes on the clock. Ransom looking for Patterson, but it's headed down by the defender. Lependa over the top. Finds Wakachu. Wakachu chips the goalkeeper's come back off the woodwork. Chipped it, but just too much on it. And they come away with the ball. And it's going to come to nothing. Ransom. Lependa. Lovely chip ball over the top for Wakachu. Brought it down nicely. Chipped the goalkeeper, but it was too much of a chip on it. 20 minutes on the clock. They have a throw in. O'Donnell now. Jules. Burke. Through to McAllister, through to Highland. Highland puts it away. And he scored against us last time. And he scored against us again. And they level things on 21 minutes. McAllister seeing the run of Highland. And he puts it away. Well, they've got back in the game over the last sort of 5-10 minutes. 24 minutes on the clock. This one, long one forward. McAllister there again, and it's through to Highland again, and Highland again. It's almost like a carbon copy of his first goal. And on 25 minutes, they take a 2-1 lead. And, well, we need to do something about that. McAllister again supplying Highland. .36 on the clock. Lars Foster, Highland, Jules, McAllister. McAllister again. McAllister has caused all sorts of problems in that midfield. Di. Burke. Looking for a way out. He's got a player out here. Lars Foster. Lyons Foster. Inside to O'Donnell. Patient build-up play. Looking for a way through. And that's cut out by Garante. Nzingo. Olsen. Olsen to Linton. Linton. He's going to get thwarted here, but he's got Olsen inside him. Patterson. Over the top to Nzingo. Nzingo! It's missed the target. And opportunities need to be taken in this game when they come along. Patterson, lovely ball through to Nzingo. Nzingo hits it first time, but misses the target. 45, 3 minutes of added time. In the first minute of the 3 added in. Sheffield Wednesday with the throw in. It's back to Burke. As they look for a way through. McAllister, it's all tripped. Olsen back to Yale, Virginia. Olsen. Yale, Virginia again. Ransom. As we look to bring this ball out. No silly mistakes here. Anyamang. Back to Yale, Virginia. Ransom. Ransom. Anyamang. Anyamang. And he's given that ball away. O'Donnell's in. Through to Highland. Highland looking for his hat-trick. And Yale, Virginia was off his line, but thankfully he's come back off the woodwork. And a little bit of luck on our side in that last highlight of the game. And, well, I say it's very even, Stevens. 0.61 on the XG for both of us. We've had 5 shots, just 2 on target. They've had 6 shots, 3 on target. And we've had 56% of the possession to their 44. McAllister and Highland doing the damage. 50 minutes on the clock, and they have a free kick. Jules with the ball. And he's given lots of space, but it's gone into the arms of Yale, Virginia. Highlight appears to continue. No changes at half time. Olsen out to Linton. Linton finds Patterson. Patterson over the top looking for Wakachu. Didn't find him, but it's Lopenda in midfield. Tidying up. Darcy, can we get back on level terms here? Inside Nzingo puts his 4th goal of the season away. And on 51 minutes, we do equalise. And that's the start to the second half. I wanted give the boys a bit of a talking to at half time. Told them that they need to play better in the second half. And, well, Nzingo putting that one away cleanly. And with 62 minutes on the clock, we're making 2 changes. Anyamang, who's got a start today, not playing particularly well. Carl Johnson on to replace him. And the other change that we've made is Wakachu is off. He's not firing all cylinders up front today. And Daniel Jefferson gets the switch for him. Nzingo comes forward with the ball. 69 on the clock. He's been thwarted, but only temporarily. Pulls it back to Johnson. Johnson to Lopenda. Lopenda has Olsen there in support. Olsen finds Linton out wide. Cross it in. And it's Ronan Darcy. Question of offside. He is offside. It won't count. And I thought for a second there we had taken the lead. Ooh, fractionally. Well put away, though. And with 17 minutes on the clock, making one more change. Will Armitage is on, and he replaces Jake Garante. Virginia to Armitage. 74 on the clock. On through to Nzingo, who's deep. Nzingo out to Linton. Linton finds Patterson on a fine run, crossed into the area, and it's Daniel Jefferson's fourth goal of the season. Puts us in front on 75 minutes, and it was a sweeping counter-attack. Linton finds Patterson. Patterson puts it into the area. Jefferson runs onto it and puts it past Walton. And with 84 minutes virtually on the clock, we're making our final two changes. Ronan Darcy, who's had a good game, he has come off and he's been replaced by Matt Whittingham. Patterson moving out to the right where he can play, and Matt Whittingham in on the left. And the final change that we've made is O'Grady Macken comes on for the tiring but had a fantastic game, Law Pender. And we have seen the game out, no more highlights. And, well, a splendid 3-2 win. It didn't look like it for a while. Horace Highland and McAllister getting the things. Once we sorted them out and stopped them from doing what they were doing, we did manage to pull it around. Laurie Nzingo equalising on 51. Jefferson giving us a lead and the win on 75. 8 shots, 5 on target, 1.60 and 58% of the possession against their 12 shots, 4 on target, 1.06, 42% of the possession. Travis Patterson picking up player of the match. 3 key passes, 2 clear-cut chances created, 2 assists and 8.4. The only thing he didn't score during that game was score, literally. So that was very, very good. Jefferson coming on and doing what Wakachoo should have done from this outset. Other good performances from Ransom and Lorpenda playing a fantastic game as well. Glory Nzingo and Ronan Darcy also playing extremely well. We are through to the third round, which means there will be a draw coming up very shortly. And in other news, Birmingham have played their game in hand, playing against Burton Albion. They've won it 2-0, which means they do overtake Oxford United, who are now down out of the automatic promotion places for the first time this season. They are in third. Birmingham 2 points clear of them, and they are now breathing down our necks, just 2 points adrift of us at the top of the table. So we need to make sure that we keep abreast of that if we can. The result, of course, which we got against Sheffield Wednesday, means that we've gone 5 games, 5 straight wins now since that loss to Charlton in League One. And obviously with the change of formation, seems to have done the business. Can't keep clean sheets, that's the only thing. Something we need to work on. Ipswich Town next up. We have 7 days down to the game against Ipswich Town, but there is a draw for the FA Cup coming up in between. And so here we are at the draw for the third round of the Emirates FA Cup. A chance to play against the big boys. Arsenal are the holders and also the favourites. 68 teams going into the hat for 32 matches. And, well, let's go and see who we will be up against. And here we are for the third round of the FA Cup and the draw to get underway. As I said, 64 teams are in the draw, including games that need to be replayed. Barnet, Eastbourne Borough, Bolton and Gillingham, Peterborough and Cambridge, and Wigan and Colchester. Big boys are in. So let's get underway. First team out, Barrow. They are at home too. Are they going to have a big team? No, they're going to be playing us. So we have Vanarama National League side Barrow and a potential banana skin. But I have to say, also an opportunity to get through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Right, all the draw has been made. As we were first out, we don't want to watch the whole draw, do we? Let's have a look and see if there's any real humdingers in here. Tottenham and Wolves, all Premier League tie there. Watford playing Manchester United. Brighton playing Burnley. Barnet or Eastbourne Borough will play Leicester. That's a big tie for those. Sheffield United playing West Ham. Chelsea are playing Bristol City. Bristol City at Stamford Bridge for that one. Oxford United will play Manchester City. Manchester City coming to visit. Good tie for them. Southampton playing Nottingham Forest. Everton just down the road at Preston for their third round tie. Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, all Premier League tie there. Cardiff welcome Bournemouth, also over the Premier League. Newcastle and Blackburn, both in the Premier League. Arsenal holders are at home to Stoke. Must stand a very good chance there. And Liverpool and Leeds, the final game drawn out. That's the third round of the FA Cup. Let's have a quick look and see how that fits in the schedule. And here it is. It's going to be played on the 30th of December. That's unusual. Usually it's the first weekend, which in this case would be the 6th, I think. First weekend of January, but slightly earlier this year. I'm not sure why. But 30th of December, we play Barrow in the FA Cup, third round. And either side of that, Exeter City and Wycombe in League One. And then we got Birmingham, the big boys, that are right behind us at the moment. And, of course, we lost 4-2 to them at St Andrews a little bit earlier in the season. But time to go before then. Right, next up, it's a game against Ipswich Town. We're going to come back just ahead of that game in case there's any news. And here we are through to match day, and the team news is Connor Chaplin is out with flu for Ipswich Town. We are still without Jack Holman and that fractured toe, and Luca Fletcher, playing for the under-21s, has had a pulled groin, so he is doubtful this afternoon. We haven't played Ipswich Town before in this save, so it is a bit of an unknown quantity from that point of view. Let's have a look at the team that will face Ipswich Town in this League One Match Day 20. Here is the side that faces Ipswich. Virginia continues in goal. It's Armitage, Olsen and G. Our defensive line. Linton and Johnson restored to that right complete wing back. O'Grady Macken is restored in the centre of midfield, although Lependa played fantastically last time out. Patterson and Darcy continue as the wide players, and Nzingo between them. Jefferson gets a start, having come on and played very well, considering Wakachu wasn't really at the races last time out, so he's put onto the bench. Jefferson getting a start then, and the bench looks like this: Hollingshead, Ransom, Angamang, Lopenda, Whittingham, Peters and Wakachu. Here we are at Portman Road, and Jerome, their manager, playing a conventional 4-4-2 today, which we always struggle against. I don't know why, but we haven't really sort of played against it in this formation so far. And that's the team that we have today. We are top on 44 points, and they are 20th on 20 points. Minutes in, and they have a free kick. It's ball through, cut out by Olsen, but given away to Batty. It's in, but Yale Virginia comes out and collects. Highlight is going to continue. Rolls that out to Armitage. Grady Macken. Olsen. It's a short ball, and well, we didn't find a way out. Batty, Thomas is in. Let's come back off the woodwork. Poor ball. Not watching what he was doing. Thomas was free here and he fired it across Virginia. 20 minutes on the clock. Johnson with a throw in. O'Grady Mackin. G. Nzingo. Nzingo is tackled Linton. Armitage. Armitage will have a shot from the edge. Now Armitage puts it away. And we don't see Armitage do that. It's usually off the head of Armitage. And he gives us the lead after 21 minutes. It was a cracker from outside the area from Armitage. Just let loose. Ball fell nicely for him. Nzingo tackled. Linton back heels it to Armitage. Armitage. And it's a curled ball past Wellington. Right on the stroke of half time. We're in the 4th minute of 4 added on. Davis with a shot and Virginia punches it away. And we have to defend this before half time. Davis with the corner. It's going to be an outswinger. Swung in. It's sort of cleared, but Quincer, Batty puts it wide. And half time has arrived. After that, it's a little bit of worry right at the end there. And we have a goal lead at half time. It's pretty even Stevens. We've had 6 shots, only 2 on target, 0.74, 56% of the possession. They've had 6 shots, 3 on target, and 44% of the possession. Just needs to be a little bit more effective in that second half. Take our chances and be good to get a second goal. 3 on the clock. They have a throw in. Davis. And into the area. Oh! I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it's obviously been deflected. I'm not sure if it was Virginia that put it wide. Davis with an in-swinger this time. Near post. It's gone over the top. And Ipswich don't look like the side that are way down in 20th place. That's for sure. We should be beating them wholesale here. Oh, and it's deflected wide. 60 minutes on the clock. Davis with a free kick. And sort of cleared away, but McBurney and... Thomas is in. Thomas puts it away. Near post. Second goal of the season. And it was coming. You could see it edging closer and closer. And we give them too many opportunities. And eventually they will take them. With 61 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes. Carl Johnson is coming off. He's picked up a yellow card and he's not playing particularly well. Agyemang replaces him. And the other change that we made up front, Daniel Jefferson, who's been given the opportunity to start, not firing on all cylinders. Wakachu is on to replace him. And we looking for a goal to win this game for us, if at all possible. 63 o'clock. Agyemang with a throw into Nzingo. Back to Agyemang. Olsen. Olsen comes forward. He's got Armitage there. Armitage. Olsen. Olsen. Armitage. Looking for a way through. Can't find it. Goes all the way back to Yale, Virginia. G. G comes forward. Darcy. Darcy, this looks promising. Darcy's going to go on his own. He's brought down in the penalty area, and it is a penalty. And, well, he just a burst of pace there, and he got away. Wakachu is on. Wakachu. And he's missed it. Of course he has. Oh, dear. Darcy with this corner. Swung in to the near post. It's cleared. Wakachu will tidy up. Armitage back out to Darcy. Darcy. And offside. With 66 on the clock, making one more change. Matt Whittingham is on, and he's come on to replace Ronan Darcy, who is tiring. And Patterson moved over to the right-hand side. Whittingham coming on the left. Can we go and find that winning goal? And with 18 minutes on the clock, making our final two changes. O'Grady Mackin is off. Tom Lorpender is on. And the other change that we've made is we have taken off Travis Patterson, who's not had a good day today. He's come off. And Nzingo moving out to the right. Peters has come on as the shadow striker behind Wakachoo. Now Virginia and Olsen, 86 on the clock. Lopenda forward to Peters, who's come on. Fresh legs. Peters through to Wakachoo. And a question of offside. It's going to be offside. It's not allowed. Wakachoo just went a fraction too early. Tried to stay onside. And I'm not sure VAR would have given that. And I can't help feeling that that was a game where we've dropped 2 points. We should have come away with all 3 points of that. And we've dropped down to second place because I think Birmingham have overtaken us. Which is really annoying. Will Armitage, a player of the match on a 7.9, tells a story in a way. A day when we weren't on firing on all cylinders. 14 shots, 4 on target, 2.12 and 54% of the possession. Didn't put our chances away. And Wakachoo really, one, missed a penalty, and two, had a goal disallowed, which was a little bit disappointing. And especially when we gave away that goal to Kai Thomas on 61 minutes. They had 11 shots, 5 on target, 1.24 and 46% of the possession. Let's have a look and see how that's affected the table. And a full day's results are in. Carlisle beating Mansfield 2-1. Birmingham to take the top spot, beating Charlton 2-0. Goals on 61 and 64. In that game. Wigan beating Chesterfield by 2-0. Chesterfield really are stuck to the bottom of the division. Derby 2, Leyton Orient 1, Leicester City 3, Sheffield Wednesday 2. Our 1-1 draw with Ipswich Town, a game we should have won. Oh dear. Peterborough and Notts County 2-2. Oxford United beating Shrewsbury by 2-1. To stop their recent run of form, 2 losses in a row. Reading and Burton Albion 2-2. Rotherham beating Salford by 3-2. Wickham beating Stockport 2-1. And Walsall drawing 0-0 with Lincoln City, which means the table looks like this going into the end of the episode. Birmingham are top on goal difference. We dropped down into second place on 45 points. Oxford United are third on 43, just 2 points behind us. Notts County are fourth on 40 points, but they played 2 games more than everybody else. Exeter City played a game more than everybody else, are in fifth on 35. Reading, they've got a game in hand. They've got 33 points in sixth, along with Wigan, Charlton and Walsall, all on 33, separated by goal difference as it currently stands. And then the other end of the table, Ipswich are 5 points adrift of Mansfield in 20th place, but just surviving on goal difference from Rotherham and Burton Albion, who are in 21st and 22nd. Leyton Orient, 13 points in 23rd, and Chesterfield are 24th on 11 points. 2 points, 2 points adrift now of Leyton Orient. 4 points adrift of Burton, Rotherham and Ipswich Town. We're going to come straight back because there is a match, second playing third, and I thought we should see it against Oxford United. Could separate the two of us, possibly, and then it's away to Walsall, who at the Bescott Stadium, and they are currently in 9th place. So hope you will join me for that in the next episode. If you've enjoyed what you've seen today, then leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and also what you want to see me do between now and FM 25, which is not due out until March, so we've got plenty of time to do all sorts. Watch out for some videos on shirts as well, they're coming up very, very shortly. But if you've done all those things, you've hit the notification button and all the rest of it, the only other way to follow me is on X at JustOffsideFM. New episodes, bottom to the top, released every Tuesday and Friday, 4:15 p.m. Best way of keeping up to date what's happening on this channel is to follow me on X, as I say, at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 93. It's out on Friday. Till then, bye-bye.